Aloha! I'm Eric Anderson, pastor of Church of the Holy Cross, United Church of Christ in Hilo, Hawaii. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about the 10th chapter of the book of Hebrews. Hebrews concentrates on theology. Specifically, Hebrews makes the case that in Jesus' death and resurrection, God's forgiveness is fully accomplished, fully realized, fully obtained. There is no reason to continue older religious practices, ancient religious practices that invited God's forgiveness, that requested God's love. In Jesus, the author of Hebrews says, we have obtained all the forgiveness we could ask for and more. So Hebrews is not a terribly practical book. It is not oriented towards giving us advice about how to live a faithful life. At the end of this section, however, much of which is concerned with Jesus granting us forgiveness, the author did invite us to some fairly practical things. The author invited us to consider how we might encourage one another to love and good deeds. And the author also advised that we not neglect to gather together, as apparently some were staying apart. Love and good deeds, these are staples of ancient religion. They go back to Moses and Abraham, and of course, it was a central message of Jesus himself. The gathering together, however, that is an interesting one. It reveals the purpose for which we gather together. We gather together so that we can encourage and support one another in the love and in the doing of good things. It's harder to love people when they are at a distance, not just because of heartache, but also because of lack of knowledge, of lack of encounter, of lack of that special sharing between people who are dedicated to one another's welfare. Didn't we, in the last 4 years, experience so much loss in not being able to gather together? And yes, gathering was risky, dangerous even. But in less risky times, in gathering together, we can encourage one another to love and to acts of mercy. Christians have been struggling to do this for 2,000 years. People of faith have been struggling to do it for millennia. So let us make it as easy upon ourselves as we can. I invite you to our Sunday gatherings in person, or if you must, online. I invite you to be there so that we can encourage one another in love and deeds of mercy. That's what I'm thinking. I'm curious to hear what you're thinking. Send me an email or leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. From Church of the Holy Cross, UCC in Hilo, Hawaii, that's what I'm thinking.